you're like most homeowners that are thinking of selling their home, one of the most often asked questions is, what things can I do to get the most money possible for the sale of my home? Of course, what comes with that is the decisions you need to make as to what to do and what not to do. And if you're like most homeowners, making a decision about what to do can lead to a lot of indecision.
No, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Definitely not.
I'm Harold Powell, a local real estate agent in Ventura, California. And if you're new to the channel and are interested in all things real estate for Ventura, then you may want to hit the subscribe and bell icon to be notified of future content. So today we're talking about the top 7 areas where you can add value to your home before selling your home now or in the very near future.
Sell my house, sell my car, sell these rings.
At the end of the video, we will have a professional interior designer weigh in on the process of actually how to make the hard decisions. And the good news is she's also my design coordinator and helps all our clients with the selection changes as a free service to my clients. So let's get started with number 1, declutter and deep clean. These 2 tasks are actually the least expensive when getting your home ready for sale. And when you have less stuff in the space, it actually appears bigger, and the buyer's perception is more value, or another way of saying it is clutter eats your equity. If your home's 3,000 square feet, we want it to feel like 3,500. If it's too full, it can feel like 2,500. So when buyers are comparing homes that they've looked at and they feel your home's the flow is good and the space is good, clean and orderly, your chances of selling actually just have improved. As far as furniture placement, you never want to block any doors or windows or even fireplaces. You know, buyers are buying the features of your home. They're not buying your furniture. So you really want to showcase the features of your home. And a lot of times furniture placement will definitely make a big impact on showing off those features. So I think if you don't do anything else, I would say that decluttering and cleaning are probably the best 2 things to do. Number 2, curb appeal. So your home's curb appeal can have a big influence on buyers' opinions on your property. So think of the outside of your home really like a neatly wrapped Christmas gift. If it looks good on the outside, it must be good on the inside, which is exactly what we want buyers to think. So here are 4 easy things to do for curb appeal. Number 1, trim the bushes and trees back. As I said earlier, buyers are buying your features of your home, so you really want to showcase the outside features of your home rather than hide the home behind plants and trees. Second, put mulch in your beds. It will actually help freshen up the landscape areas. Number 3, pressure wash the exterior. It'll help clean up the exterior and the walkways. Number 4, paint the trim in the front door if it's looking tired or the paint's starting to peel. Number 3, paint your walls and trim. Now, painting has always had the greatest ROI of anything. It's cheap, it's easy, can dramatically update the look of your room. And if you've been living in it for a while, maybe you picked colors at the time that went with your decorating scheme, but now we're looking to sell or at least sell in the near future. So you want to pick a color palette that's neutral and also stylish for the day. Take a look at color swatches from paint companies to get a good idea of what colors complement each other. For bathrooms, consider using a latex or glossy paint for easier maintenance. Number 4 on our list. Unsightly flooring is a sure way to repel buyers, and think of flooring as the backdrop of your home style. Your first option is the carpet in reasonable condition. The first step in that is to get the carpets cleaned professionally and remove those ripples you find when it becomes too far stretched. Now, if the carpets aren't salvageable, you'll want to replace them. For common areas, buyers want to see LVP or luxury vinyl plank, or even a wood laminate. Bedrooms can go either way, carpet or even a hard surface. If you do have wood floors, then refinishing wood floors will bring the look to the floors back the way they were originally. And if you're completely redoing all your floors, then take a look at the trends that you're seeing in flooring, what colors and styles are popular. So a pro tip, when you run the same flooring throughout the whole house, it makes the space look and feel larger. So every time you have a different flooring in a different room, it creates a break in the flow. And every time there's a break in the flow, it makes the space seem more chopped up and feel smaller, which is not at all the desired effect we're looking for. It's even more noticeable in areas flowing from your kitchen to family room to living room and hallways. Number 5 on our list, kitchen. Kitchen improvements are actually considered to be the best way to increase value in your home. And as the saying goes, the kitchen is the heart of the home. So when it's time to sell, most buyers are heavily influenced by the quality of your kitchen when forming an opinion of value about your home. You can add some serious value to your kitchen with just doing some simple things. Number 1, if the cabinets are tired or dated, a simple coat of paint on the cabinets and upgrading the hardware is a simple way to improve the look of the cabinet. Now, this is a budget-friendly and quick fix to actually just freshen up the cabinets in your kitchen without spending a whole lot of money on new cabinets. And you can never go wrong with a bright and white kitchen. If you have simple wooden cabinets, adding a cost of a bright white paint will elevate your kitchen dramatically, and you can transform it to a more contemporary appeal in no time. The only challenge you have is deciding which 50 shades of white are going to work. So replacing the old hardware with the new modern hardware for your kitchen cabinets can again elevate your kitchen to the next level. Next item in the kitchen is to update the faucet. You replace the faucet with the same finish as the cabinet hardware. That way it ties it all together and give the kitchen a real finished look. People really love kitchens that are finished inside and out, and it really doesn't cost a lot of money to make that happen. On a higher end home that are well above the median sale price, it may make sense to even upgrade your countertop at that point. If you're willing to invest a little bit more upfront, replacing your kitchen countertops is actually a simple renovation that yields a pretty good ROI, return on your investment. And there are many types of countertops to choose from, marble, quartz, and granite. And in my opinion, you can't go wrong with quartz, since it's probably the most durable kitchen countertop you can find. It's pretty much nearly indestructible, and it isn't very permeable, which means no wine glass stains. So here's just a good rule of thumb to adopt when making decisions on items. Buyers want to know that they can get at least 5 years of use without feeling they have to either replace or do a major project. Buyers are less likely to discount the value if they can push off doing something for another 5 years or more. And at the same time, we definitely want to make it look current without doing a full renovation. So again, the goal is not to spend more money remodeling than what you'd expect to get back in terms of sale price. Number 6 on our list, just after the kitchen as far as level of importance to buyers, is the bathroom. And some of the same principles apply that we applied to the kitchen apply to the bathroom as well. So if the vanity is tired or dated, a simple coat of paint on the cabinet and upgrading the hardware is a value add. Hard water on the deposits on plumbing fixtures can actually be a real turnoff. So once again, replace the faucet with the same finish as the bathroom hardware to give it that finished look. Tired tubs or shower, if the tub, tile, and shower are dated or hard water stains just can't be removed, then I recommend reglazing it to an off-white color. And this typically costs about $300-400, and it'll actually make the tub and tile look brand new. It's actually pretty amazing when it's done. Number 7, last on our list, is light fixtures. Dated lighting should be replaced. Old lighting fixtures can really detract from the value and look of a home. Unlike paint, where you're not looking for them to notice. You actually want buyers to notice lighting fixtures. And it doesn't need to be expensive, but it should go with the existing hardware in the bathrooms and kitchens. And same thing applies with the rest of the light fixtures in the living areas and the hallway areas as well. It's actually one of the best investments you can do before you sell the house. Now, as promised, let's discuss with our interior design pro, Julie Powell, as to how to make some of those decisions.
So this is Julie Powell, our local interior designer, and we are here at the beach condo that was built actually in the 1970s. The clients purchased the condo actually in original condition, which was pretty much untouched from the 1970s. So Julie is our seller design coordinator that we lean on for pre-sale changes to a home prior to the property actually going on the market. And today our focus is really to drill down a bit really on your decision-making process. Since we're actually here in the kitchen, let's start there. What actually goes into the decision-making process of, deciding what types of finishes, lighting, plumbing, hardware, and let's say flooring to start with?
All right. Well, thank you. So we are in this beach home with a beautiful view of the ocean and the islands. And this client is not selling her home. They just purchased this to enjoy when they want to come surfing and just get away from their home in Ventura. Must be nice. And it's all very taste specific, which is not what we're recommending for you. But we have a glass backsplash that looks like pieces of sea glass that you might have found on the beach. You're going to be focusing on finishes that are neutral, that are not taste specific, so that the potential buyer can come in and visualize their own selves living there, personalizing it to their own taste. So, for example, you might want to consider, do we want to update our cabinets by painting them or refacing them? Go neutral, go white. Everybody likes white. Maybe not everybody likes it, but it's a good choice. And on your countertops, a solid surface is the best way to go. Quartz is an easy material to take care of and to, it can look like marble. It can be very simple. It can be solid. There's choices. You want to keep it quiet. You want to keep your backsplash quiet. We're not here to make a big impact with our materials. If you already have a metal that's working for you in your kitchen, then let's go with that. Say, for example, you have a faucet that's in good working condition. It still looks good, and it might be satin nickel. If you want to mix some metals, that's a fun choice. You can bring a little bit more drama to your kitchen. Maybe use a matte black hardware and some matte black on your lighting fixtures. If you have gold, you can also mix matte black with it, but I would not mix satin nickel. Sometimes a lot of the houses today we're seeing have kind of that oil rubbed bronze finish. If you want to mix something in with that, I would probably go more towards the gold or the satin nickel. In terms of flooring, that kind of opens up a bigger can of worms. Ideally, I would like the floors to be consistent throughout the house. Like this house is not large, but we have the same floor literally in every room of the house. And that opens the whole space up, makes it all feel bigger. So if your home is not really high end, you might be able to consider a luxury vinyl plank or a laminate floor. Listen, they look good now, and sometimes you can't even tell they're not wood. I would not go trendy with your choice. I would stay away from the really gray or the really white, the really whitewashed looks. Keep with sort of a white oak. Everybody, it just goes with everything. Now, if your cabinets are wood and you're not painting them, and they're kind of that orangey wood that we saw a lot of in the 80s and 90s, you're going to want to be careful what floor you put with it. We want to make sure that the floor complements the wood tone on the cabinets so that it's not highlighting the fact that you didn't update them. We want to disguise that. Light fixtures, you asked me about light fixtures.
Well, I get on how you make a choice on light fixtures. Obviously here this is user specific, but
we have a grand, beautiful over the island fixture here. We have the pea shells. This is all high end. you don't need to worry about that. We already talked about possible finishes. Can I just say, no boob lights on the ceiling, please? Everybody knows what light I'm talking about. Just don't go there. You can update your cans with LEDs, and it is literally, you screw it in and go. You don't even need an electrician. Your light fixtures, again, let's try to work with the metal finishes that you already have in-house. Don't go a whole different direction on your light fixtures. Some people are liking the natural wood, the rattan look. That's very popular. That natural wood, again, can really kind of speak to the floor if you go with a white oak on the floor. All of these things that just kind of, we're going from light, bright, open, spacious, make the house look bigger, minimize the decor, minimize the personal photographs, and make the house appear in such a way that anyone can walk in and visualize living in your space.
So as far as bathrooms go, what recommendations do you have or decisions on that process for it? Again, obviously you got lighting fixtures, hardware, cabinets, that sort of thing as well.
Bathrooms can be kind of an easy upgrade if you're not having to get into, retiling your tub and your shower. You may even consider reglazing. Harold has a good resource for reglazing your tile if that's needed. If you replace your counters, for example, in your kitchen, oftentimes if you're purchasing a slab, there's enough material to then go into the bathroom as well. Bathrooms are easy to update with painting your cabinets, maybe refacing with just some new cabinet door fronts or drawer fronts, a new faucet, a new mirror. Get rid of the wall-to-wall mirror and put a decorative mirror instead. Painted, fun color. In this house, we painted the bathroom, a small bathroom, the same color as this island, which is dark and dramatic. And it just looks fun. You can have some fun in the bathroom. But again, you don't need to go. For your purposes, I probably wouldn't go dark because we're trying to make this space look bright and open and fun and not personal. But have some fun with your mirror and your light fixture, and don't feel like you have to make it look like something out of Lowe's.
So what would be your last bonus tip if somebody's trying to make some choices? What would be the last other tip or trick you would use?
Well, we already talked about replacing your floors. When you replace your floors, you're also going to be replacing your baseboards. And that is an opportunity to go a little bit taller. And when you go taller on your baseboard, it looks like an immediate upgrade to the space. It just makes it look, oh, this is a little higher end. Oh, there's thought even into baseboards. It's a small thing, but it adds up and it makes a difference.
Awesome. Well, there you have it. Those are our bathrooms, our kitchen, just the decision-making process that we go through and helping you actually decide what to do and what not to do. If you have questions, go to the description down below. My contact information is down there. And also leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, and obviously subscribe to the channel.